Well, hello, Capricorn, and welcome to Mystic Door Tarot. This is Barb with your monthly tarot card reading for March 2026 for Capricorn Sun, Moon, and Rising. I hope everyone's doing well, and as always, the reading won't be for everyone. Take what resonates for you. So let's see what the month is revealing. And as I mentioned in each monthly reading, you received the star card for your energy for 2026. So no matter what's going on around you, you've always got that hope. It's an energy of hope for the future and rebirth and renewal. So it's what keeps you going during this month of 2026. So for now, let's see what's going on for March. Let's see what crystal is being suggested for you, Capricorn, for the month of March. Hope everyone is doing well. And we have Okanite, past life patterns, all chakras. Now, most of you will not have the Okanite crystal. It's very difficult to find. It's very expensive as well, and you have to make sure it's truly authentic. But this affects all your chakras. The message behind this Okanite crystal is this crystal helps you to remove any old patterns or beliefs that are holding you back. And you certainly can recognize that yourself, Capricorn. See what's standing in your way. And, you've got the star card for 2026, hope for the future. So whatever comes in your way and whatever has been, let's say, with you, like a good example would be like, oh, I just don't have any good luck. Well, stop saying that. Create positive energy over what you want to change. So this is about freeing yourself from an old pattern or possibly a belief. So that's the message behind getting the Okanite crystal card. So let's see what the tarot has to say. And for this month, I am doing 3 rows. So it will be the beginning, the middle, and the end of the month. The beginning being like the first 10 days and so on. So let's see what's coming through for Capricorn. Messages and guidance for Capricorn for March, please. What's coming through? What does Capricorn need to hear? Oh, it feels like so many want to come out all at once. Okay, we have the Knight of Swords. And look at that. You've got the tower in the background. You are just moving right by that tower. So that's definitely changing up some patterns or cycles that you might have been stuck in. And you believe in the future. You believe that kind of like that expression where, if everything's just going wrong, sleep on it, give it 24 hours, and certainly things can look much differently. So this is a mindset of, I'm going to do whatever it takes and see it through. There you are, Capricorn, the Queen of Pentacles. Very strong presence in the first third of the month here. Ooh, there you go. And the Nine of Pentacles. If you put in the work, you'll get the results. So if you put in a more positive mindset to change up whatever cycle or whatever I feel like you've been stuck or spinning your wheels in a certain way. And some of you try to get out of that and then you always fall back into it. And you recognize that keeps happening to you. The message here with the Okanite crystal is getting to the root of what is causing that pattern to keep happening. So let's see what's happening in mid-month for Capricorn. Mid-month for Capricorn. And we have the Four of Pentacles. Your finances will be stable. We have the Judgment card, out with the old and in with the new. And we have the Major Arcana card, the World. Again, another letting go of the past and beginning a new cycle. So I do feel that the message here is about recognizing repetitious cycles and patterns that you just keep repeating and getting to the root of that. And then, positive mindset. He's walking right past that tower that's on fire, that drama, that same old cycle, and headed off, with the energy of the star here, hope and renewal. Let's see what's coming in by the end of the month for Capricorn. Well, you have the Eight of Swords, second guessing yourself. Remember I was saying falling back into the same old pattern or cycle. You don't believe that there are any options for you. But we have the Major Arcana card, the Sun, coming out. Someone's helping you, someone around you, maybe a Leo, is helping you realize the way forward. And, the Eight of Swords is a card of illusion. You don't think you have options. You think you're stuck. In what I'm picking up, the Okanite crystal is indicating, past life patterns, something that you've been repeating over and over and over. And it's certainly, yes, it can be from previous past lives, but we're talking about this lifetime. So there's something that you keep repeating and you feel like you're stuck. There's possibly a Leo individual that'll help you work through that. And then you'll be able to make plans for the future. You have the Three of Wands here. You're looking out as to now you can move forward. Overall energy for the month, you have the Four of Cups. It's always been right in front of you. That is the Four of Cups. You concentrate on the way you look at things. What's that saying that if you do the same thing, you get the same results. But if you change where you're looking and seeing what's right in front of you, Capricorn, you'll get different results. So that's in the background. And also the Four of Cups, it's about how you feel about things. Certainly can be your belief system, how you believe about circumstances or the world or relationships, whatever the case may be. Four can be a very stuck and stagnant energy. And so until you see the reality, the realization of what's keeping you in that place, it's right in front of you. That's why we see this cup here. It's right in front of you. Once you see it, you can't unsee it, so to speak. And look at this. You've got the Six of Swords underneath. You'll be moving in a new direction. You'll have a new mindset. So let's pull the tea leaf card for the first part of the month. What's coming through for Capricorn? And we have Bull. Plenty of material things. Plenty of material things. Now, the fact that that's actually a bowl of fruit right now, it's ripe fruit. You've got the Nine of Pentacles here. So you're enjoying, the fruits of your labor, you might say here. But don't place a lot of value on material things. Because like the fruit here in the bowl, it can rot and be thrown away. It can lose its luster, its appeal. So it's maybe, again, you're dealing with some kind of regular cycle or belief that you keep trying to get a different result, but you're doing the same thing over and over again. So looking at the Knight of Swords, this is definitely a very definitive mindset. The Knights are about movement and change, and some of you might be traveling, but you're going right past the drama, the trouble. Very determined energy, I feel, with the Knight of Swords here. And the Queen of Pentacles, here you are. And look at how sternly these people are looking towards the future. That is the Star card working all year long. So gathering up your resources, seeing your options, everything that you've put into play. And with the Nine of Pentacles here, this is certainly reaping the benefits of the harvest. That's why you got the Bull card coming out, that plenty of material things, plenty of things around you to be grateful for and appreciate to a point. It's not everything. So let's see what else comes through with the Knight of Swords here for the first part of March. And look at that, Eight of Swords. It's about changing your mindset. The Eight of Swords is a card of illusion, and you've got it where I feel like you're taking a look at this, you're thinking you don't have any options, but you're walking past the drama, you're walking past the trouble, you're walking out of this type of a situation. But then going into towards the end of the month, you're second guessing yourself is what I'm picking up. Now your card here, Capricorn, the Queen of Pentacles. Oh, look at that. Another Knight coming through. It's what you desire. It could be new love. It could be really listening to your intuition instead of your mindset so much, or what you're feeling. You know, what's truly in your heart. What is it that you want to, what's your goal? What do you want to go after? And also this Nine of Pentacles. You are tremendously hard a worker, Capricorn. You put your nose to the grindstone. You're usually the leaders in the industry in regards to working hard and focusing on that, usually long-term goals. And look at this. This is definitely a change that's being thrust upon you or being suggested to you. Changing your mindset. Judgment card is about out with the old and in with the new. As, if the Nine of Pentacles is here where you're reaping the benefits, which it looks like, and we do see towards the middle of the month, you've got financial security coming in. It looks like you're moving on to like something new, a new energy by the end of the month here. You can see that. So let's see what tea leaf card is coming out for mid-month. Let's see what's coming through for Capricorn mid-month of March. Okay. We have Camel. Persevere and you will overcome problems. You really can't make that up. You can overcome anything you put your mind to. That's why you've got the Nine of Pentacles sitting here. But we do have the Four of Pentacles. Now, for some Capricorns, this could be like not taking a chance, keeping your money safe and sound, safe investments, where you put your money, where you invest your money, how you spend your money. But also, it can be a very stuck and stagnant energy again. 2, 4 energies here. Fours can be stuck in a rut, very, looking at something in a particular way or how you feel about it. This can be, safeguarding what you've put in place financially. It's a good thing to have a nice, strong financial foundation, but you're not going to grow it if you don't take any kind of a chance. So this is where, if you've been getting the same kind of results or caught in a cycle, this is where you're breaking free of that. And you could be now taking a chance on an investment because you have what you need here, going off in a new direction. We have the Judgment card, which is really hearing the call, waking up, out with the old way of thinking, in with the new. This can be referencing like AI can help you in ways that you never dreamed. It can also be take a look at the company that you work for, as you might either need to get some increased skills to keep up with everything, or you might end up looking for something else. For some of you, I see that, you're seeing the handwriting on the wall with the current job that you have, that the days or years might be numbered. This new technology is going very, very fast. So there's a strong indication here, let go of the old and welcome in the new. Hear the call. It's in the center of your reading. So it can be moving on. This Knight of Swords is moving on past all the worries and the trouble here. And we have the World card. The Judgment, second to the last stop, and then you've got the World card here, the last stop on the Fool's journey, where you've learned everything that you needed to on this first part of the journey. You're stepping through this portal These are fixed energies here. You're ready for a new experience. You know, you've got this hope for renewal and rebirth with the Star card for the year. The Camel is telling you persevere. You're going to overcome any problems that you have. But the World card is pretty much another card that's saying, you know, you're leaving what something that has run its course. I feel like it's run its course. I do pick up that something, you know, that you do for a living or something, an interest that you had, Capricorn. It's kind of like over and done with. You're ready for something new. So Four of Pentacles, can we clarify? Page of Cups. You're getting some kind of thought, desire for something new, and it's catching you off guard, quite unexpected. It can be something new that you want to invest in, or it can simply mean looking for another job. It's catching you off guard. There could be an opportunity that's coming in. The Judgment is about taking a rest. We've got the Four energy here again, but this is about taking a rest and really seeing, where are you going? You know, where, if in regards to your work, your career, if you're in the middle of your life in a certain field, a certain job, you know, is it what you truly want to be doing? It's about taking a break, stepping back and looking at what you're currently involved with. It can be in regards to relationships too. Taking a look at what is no longer resonating with you. Because the World card is about lessons learned, experiences all along the Fool's journey here. Everything that you've learned maybe in the past year, where do you want to go now? We have the King of Cups. I'm picking up that there's something that you desire that you've not told anyone. There's something you want to do. There's a direction you want to go in, but you haven't told anyone. You're kind of keeping that to yourself. All right, last of the month here. End of month. What's coming through? End of month. And we have Unicorn. Use your intuition to make beneficial changes. Definitely making changes by the end of the month. I feel it's more coming on mid-month. But here, Eight of Swords, you're second guessing yourself. You're feeling like you don't have options, that you can't move forward. And again, you know, we're referring back to the Okanite crystal card coming out about changing up beliefs, you know, changing up cycles so that you're not caught in the same old, doing the same thing, getting the same result and not being happy with it. So this is like a card of smoke and mirrors, you might say. You might think that you can't possibly, with everything that's going on right now in the world, there's no option, there's no way out. And I'm telling you, when this card comes out, you know, it's an 8 numerology. There is potential. There is abundance to be had. And the Unicorn card is telling you, use your intuition. Go with your gut, you know, this month, Capricorn, rather than logically thinking things through. Now, we do have the Sun card. I do feel this is Leo's card in energy. There's 2 people being shown on this particular Sun card. So I feel there's someone that's coming in that's bringing you happiness or bringing you good news, leading you in the right direction where you're going to be, something's being illuminated. You know, this last part of going into towards the end of the month. And then with the 3 of Wands here, this is definitely, you've got one wand firmly planted. The other one is as well. But you've got the new one, fresh cut on it. You've got mountains in the background. Can be possible challenges, but the Camel was saying, you know, persevere, Capricorn. You'll overcome any issues or challenges. A lot of new growth, though, on these wands. So you're making plans, some new plans, new interests, new experiences here. So let's clarify. But the 8 of Swords, I'm telling you, oh, yeah, this card wanted to come out. The 10 of Swords. That's over and done with. That energy is gone. You realize And this person could be making you realize, Capricorn, you know, making things clear to you, you know, bringing things into focus so that you can change up whatever you don't like. And the Three of Swords here can be disappointment, how you feel about someone or something, disappointment. Let's see what else comes through. Because I don't feel it concerns a Leo. I feel the Leo is pulling you out of that energy. There's a decision to make, sure. Absolutely. Presenting like a proposal or options, because here you don't think there's any options. That's done with. The Ten of Swords, that's over and done with. So, and this Three of Wands here, which is wrapping up the month for you, where you're able to make plans for a new beginning because there is success. Now, this certainly can represent a new job, a new role. You have a new attitude. You're an inspiration to others. Very successful energy here. Beautiful. And I like the role model for others. All right, Capricorn, that's the messages for the month. Thank you so much for joining me, sending you love and abundance to make it a great month.